Hey y'all, it's Amanda with Tap Mom and the Beg Brigade. Hope everybody's having a good Friday. Yes, it's still daylight outside. I'm doing things a little earlier today. I may release this later, but I don't know. I'll probably release it early when I upload it. But now I'm doing this early so that I can attend Shannon the Spoony Stitcher's live stream later tonight, and without having to worry too much. I've pre-recorded a bunch of nightly devotionals, and I'm gonna pre-record this so that I don't forget it and get tired and what have you. But I'm just gonna just going with it, okay? Because I didn't get a lot of sleep, and I know that after her live tonight, I may just conk out. So I didn't want to, leave my vlog video to the last minute. So that's why I'm doing it now, since I've been doing pre-recording devotional videos. I figured I would pre-record this one too. Since I'm way ahead on the devotional videos now, after I record a bunch of them, I might record a bunch more. I'm just trying to get ahead of them for when I have my surgery. I'll set them to release on the time I want them to release, so that when I'm down, nobody is left without a devotional video to watch at any time. So it's just a commitment that I want to always hold up. So anyhow, it's been a pretty good day. I did finish the blue cardigan last night, so let me show you that. So let me back up a little bit. So here she is, all finished. I got the ribbing on both sides of the lapel. There we are. And then I got the collar done like I wanted. I got a couple of rows of half double here, and this is looking pretty straight back here. I say that looks pretty straight. Looks a lot straighter than than I did last time. And then this down here is looking pretty good. Got a nice thick bottom at the but I think it's really turned out really good. The sleeves don't look too big. The cuffs look really good, and I think this is going to be a good size for her. Really, okay. She's only 4'9". I thought she was tall. I thought she was 4'11" like Eva, but she's only 4'9". So she's only 4'9". And so when I go back into the living room, I will take this with me, so that I could start on Ruth's cardigan, since that's the next one on the hook on the dock. And then I think that'll probably take me I could probably get that one done before my surgery. I estimate I'll have that done and sent to her before my surgery, and then I'll start on Serena's, and have that probably done in short order. I'm gonna give myself a 2-week time frame on Serena's at least. I don't know. I'm doing a solid stitch on hers, and I haven't done a solid stitch cardigan since I did the boys' last year. So I really don't know how long that one's gonna take. It's gonna take me longer than the granny stitch ones. I already know that, but I know how I want to do it. But I did sell some yarn so that I could buy some yarn. I know that don't make sense, but it made sense to me. But I have one of my lovely subscriber family friends that left the door open, that if I needed to offload some yarn, that she would be willing to buy it. So I decided to part with some, and emailed her, and she bought it. And so I mailed that to her today, and then went to Hobby Lobby. Because I wanted, but it wasn't just to be buying and adding to the stash. It was to buy yarn to match up with some of my halo cakes to make cardigans. Because I have this gorgeous orchid frost here that I didn't have anything to match this. And this, let's see. No, that's the same. This rose frost that I didn't have anything to match. I didn't have anything to match either one of these. You see how different they are? This one's more red, this one's more pink, but I didn't have anything to match either one of these. Nothing. So, I'm just gonna slide those back over there until I get into this bag here. But, so I got to looking at Hobby Lobby's website, and I was like, do they have I Love This Yarn in orchid or rose? And yes, they do. So, oh, that's really not matching very well, is it? Oh, I was hoping that would match better, but it doesn't. I'm gonna have to figure something else out. Bugger. I'm gonna have to probably take this with me and find something. I was really hoping that matched better. I'm not happy with that at all. Let me see. Does that match better? A little, but no. Not happy. I'm gonna have to sneak this in a bag and walk it in there and look. Dang it. See that? See y'all seeing this in real time. I'm just now looking at that. When I looked at it on the computer, it looked like it would work. But now that I'm looking at it in person, it does not work. I can probably make this work. I don't know. This is the hot orchid, but this is not as bright as this. See, that's not near as bright. But this is weird because I think this works better with this. I think that works better. That's weird, but I do. I think the hot rose looks better with the orchid than the actual hot orchid. I think this works better. I do. I think this works. I don't know why, but this works better together. So at least I didn't buy this for nothing. But this works together. I'm good with this. This combo works. And I only got 2 of these because I'm only going to use it for ribbing and, you know, sleeve cuffs and that sort of thing. I'm not, you know, using it for a whole, because I have 4 of these. So I'm going to leave, I'm just going to, because this is how I advertise for sweaters and stuff, is through the channel. So if you really like orchid and you want a cardigan or one of the granny pullover sweaters that I make, then here's your opportunity, because I have the yarn. This is how I'm going to pair it, is because you just seen the blue one that I made. So that's what I'm proposing that I'm going to make it to look like, okay? And it'll have these 2 yarns paired together, because this works. I'm happy with this match. So the hot rose and the orchid frost will be paired together, because that's a good match. Yeah, that looks good. I'm good with that. So I don't know why. Yeah, that's definitely not gonna work. Oh, I'm gonna have to take that rose up there and look at some of their yarn, and I don't know, I may have to. I don't know, let me see this here. No. This is a bugger trying to match up that color. Yep. That's what I'm gonna have to do. Or I'm just gonna have to take this back up there. Take this in a bag with me, in a tote bag or something with me, and try to match it, because I literally don't have anything that matches it. I really don't. I'm really not happy about that. I want to make something with that rose. I really want to make one in that rose, but I don't. Unless I'm pair it with cream. Let's see. What do y'all think? You think I could pair it with cream instead? Yeah, I guess I could do that, couldn't I? Instead of going and purchasing more yarn, which I don't want to do. Yeah, that's what I'll do. I'll pair it with this cream color. I think that'll be just fine. What do y'all think? Leave me some comments and let me know what you think of this pairing. Instead of buying, you know, a yarn to match this, I'll just buy one. I'll use this cream color and match the outside color. Yeah, the more I look at that, the more I like that. Yes, 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 yes. I like that very much. I think, because this is cream. This is Premier Basics cream. And yes, I think that looks stellar. Yes. Huh. I just solved my own problem. Which is how I like to solve problems. Prefer to solve them myself. But I did get 2 each of these colors. So this will be used for something else. Oh, wow. I just found a match for it. Look here. Oh, look at that. That works. Look at that. It wasn't for nothing, y'all. Because this is the magenta mandarin. And I didn't have a match for this. I was going to use amethyst that I have some over there. But I don't have to now. Look at that. That is a really good match for that. I'm good now. Crisis averted. As if there were yarn crises around here. There's no yarn crisis around here. And I got Melody who bought the heat wave pullover that I did a month or so ago. That she's somewhat interested in having a cardigan as well. And so I'm going to, I hadn't heard back from her yet, but I'm thinking I'm going to, even if she doesn't buy it, I'm probably still going to make it because I want to make it. I'm going to make a cardigan out of these 2 colors. So I didn't have quite enough. I only had 4 of these and 4 of these, and that's not really enough to make a big, nice cardigan. So I went ahead and got some more of this. So I did buy yarn with a project in mind this time. So that I don't often do that. I buy yarn just for the sake that I love the yarn and want to have it on hand, and then figure out the project later. But today I bought yarn with projects in mind specifically, especially this pink, these hot rose and hot orchid yarns. I bought them specifically to go with my Colorama halo yarns. And then this yarn I bought to go with this. Oh goodness, I'm gonna have to move that. Yeah, I'm good with that. This is a grayish color. They're calling this Passport. I don't know, but I think that will probably match up just fine. Yes, I'm very happy with that. Yeah. And when I saw this, I was like, and I know I have some gray in Premier Basics, but I wanted gray in some Hobby Lobby yarn because it's, oh, come on, go back in there. Okay. I wanted it to be the same consistency of Hobby Lobby yarn so that it would have a more consistent texture in the project. So that's why I went ahead and bought that, so that it would have a more, because see that, even though that's Crafter's Secret, it has a very similar texture to this yarn, and I wanted it to have, I wanted it to more uniformity. But so that's why I was thinking if I tried to use that that print yarn with Premier Basics is thicker than that yarn, and it's not going to have the same uniformity, if you know, because they're two different thicknesses, even though they're both 100% acrylic, but they're 2 different thicknesses of yarn, and it wouldn't have the same uniformity. You know, the piece wouldn't come out like I want it to. You know, the garment wouldn't look right to me. So that's why I went ahead and got that gray to go with that yarn. and then I have that creamy color over there to work with it as well, because I'm gonna be doing some, you know, swap it up as I go with it. I hadn't quite got the design in my head yet as far as the colors go. Excuse me. Strawberry water. Too early for tea. But I hadn't quite got the design, color design mapped out in my head yet. So I'm still working that out. I'm the kind of person, I work that out in my head as I'm going. So therefore I will work that out as I go, and I'll know which color goes in what order as I'm crocheting, and then what you see is what you get. So now with this cardigan I just finished, I already had that out in my head when I started. I knew I wanted, because Marsha's one of my besties, I wanted her to have something that was very similar to what I have, so that when she wore it, she would know that we were kind of twinsies. So that when she wore it, she could think of me and know that I was thinking of her. So, because we speak every day, chat on Messenger or text every day. And so we're always thinking about each other like sisters. And I just want, when she wears her cardigan, she knows that it was made by my hands, and it was made with love and care for her, and with the thought of her wearing something that was very similar to, almost exactly like what I made for myself, and that, you know, that I made it with the hopes that she would wear hers while I was wearing mine, and we could think of each other. So if that may be a little gushy and silly and, you know, whatever, but yeah, that's why I made it the way I made it, because I wanted her to think of me and know that I was thinking of her. So anyway, but that yes, I did have a little bit of a yarn haul. I got 2 more of these and 4 of these. And oh, and I don't. This is the Dakota. Thank you, Gina. I can't wait to see how this works up. I probably won't get to this one until mid-November, mid next month, because I'm doing this one, which will take me about a week maybe, and then I'll do Serena's, and then I'll do this one, and you know, probably if Melody decides she wants it. If someone else comes and emails me or messages me asking, you know, for the rose or the orchid or the mandarin, I did buy a couple of more halos in green. I did buy some in rosemary, and I do have some green yarn that will match this rosemary frost. I do have a couple of rosemary frost that I could make for a smaller person, or a cropped cardi. I only have 2 of these available for a cardigan, because I have 2 of them in reserve for a gift that I'm going to be making, a pullover sweater for Cheryl. So I have that put back, but I do have 2 of the rosemary frost that I can make a little shorty cardigan for someone that's taller, or if you're short, like, you know, 5'2" or 3, and yeah, something like that. I can do the green one. I got the green, and I got green yarn that will match that. So I know already that I got that on hand, but this is next. And actually I have 4 of these, so if another brown lover decides they want what Ruth is about to get, then I could do another brown one as well. That's a short one, not a long one, because I'm gonna have to too soon put myself on a yarn ban. Because I don't know, maybe I will, I don't know, but I'm sure Joanne's people probably think that I've gone crazy for the Karen Colorama cakes, and maybe I have. I do love them. I love working with them. I love making stuff out of them. You know, I could say that I just collect them, but I don't just collect them. I continually make things out of them, and it would suit me just fine if I used all of them up and had people walking out there, you know, out in the world wearing stuff that I had made out of them. It would be just fine with me, as long as I had pictures of it, you know, because I have pictures of all the sweaters that I made, and I love to go back and look at them and go, yep, I made that. And, you know, and Melody did send me a picture of her wearing her sweater, her heat wave sweater with the and I used a halo yarn to you know, to finish it up with the sleeves and everything. Oh, it was so pretty, and she looked so cute. And but I didn't ask everybody to send me a picture, but she sent me a picture, and I was pleased to get it. So anybody else that I've done a sweater for, if you want to send a picture, I would be more than happy to have a picture. Also, you can go to the Facebook page, Tap Mama 73 in the Bake Brigade on Facebook. Just do a little search and post a picture on there of you wearing a sweater that I've made, and I would love to see that too. And I'm sure everybody else that's over there would like to see it. So, but of course, the cardigans are the same as the pullovers because they take me just about the same amount of time. So $65, which includes shipping if you're in the lower 48. If you're outside of the lower 48, then we'll have to talk about extra postage. So, but that's where I'm at with that. Anyway, because I've just, you know, at first I thought I was going to have to charge more for the cardigans. As long as it's the granny stitch cardigan, then it's $65. If I'm doing a full stitch cardigan, it takes more yarn to do that. So then I would have to go to like $75 because it takes more yarn to do that and takes more time. So, but the granny stitch cardigan, hexie cardigans are $65 because it takes just about the same amount of time to do one of them as it does to do the granny square pullover yarn sweater. So, because they don't call me Speedy for nothing. But that's the yarn I have as far as sweaters go and choices. That's the yarn I have that I have enough of to do sweaters. I do have some where is that? Let me grab this real quick. I do have this. I can do a non-Colorama Halo one that's not fuzzy. I know there are some of y'all that don't like fuzzy ones, but I do have some yarn that I have enough of that I can make cardigans or pullovers with that are not fuzzy. Because I know I had a couple of comments, you know, is that all that you do make them out of? No, but I have enough of these two yarns that I can make a cardigan or a pullover with. This is Premier Basics in the rose color, and this is Premier Basics Marl in the I don't remember what this is, rose quartz, and I also have a light gray that matches this too. So I have enough of these two colors to make a cardigan or a pullover. And of course I have some Hobby Lobby yarn that I might have enough of to do something, but I kind of like to hang on to the Hobby Lobby yarn. I also have enough of this. I have enough of this to make somebody a cardigan, but this is discontinued yarn, so once it's used, it's used. This is Karen Cinnamon Swirl Cake, and this one is Sun and Surf. So this is out. This is no longer sold. This colorway is no longer sold. They still sell the cinnamon swirl cakes, but no longer in this colorway. So, but I will do a cardigan or a pullover in this yarn if someone wants it. Let's see here. I also have this one I can do a pullover with, and this color is called Tropical Breeze. I can also do a pullover in this yarn. This is Tropical Breeze. This is not discontinued. And I have enough to do a pullover in this yarn, which is the Karen Blossom Cake in the colorway Macaw. I have 3 of these, which is plenty enough to do a pullover. Yes. And I think I got 4 of these. This cake got a little discombobulated. All the yardage is there, and this is the Karen Blossom Cake in the colorway Caribbean Sea. And I can actually do a cardigan out of this one. And I have 4 of these. So there are the yarn choices. And if you really love bright, if you really want something extremely bright, I have this. I have lots of this. I can do a solid one in this. This is Karen Big Cakes in the Rainbow Jelly. So, and all this yarn, well, the Blossom Cakes are 60-40 cotton and acrylic. That's the only one that's not 100% acrylic. But yeah. So that's what I'm working with as far as yarn choices, should you decide to want to order a sweater or a cardigan from me. Anyway, so I have fuzzy choices and non-fuzzy choices. But I'm showing you all that so that you know those are the yarns I have that I have enough of, that I can just think of right off the top of my head. I probably have other yarns that I have enough of to make something else, make something, but I'd have to do a little more looking than I feel up to doing right now. I'm getting a little tired because I only slept about 4 or 5 hours today. I don't know why. I would just, my mind just would not let me sleep any longer than that. It happens. But, got a couple hours before her live. So, let's see here. Let me put this back over here. So I got time to go set up on the couch and charge my phone and get started on Ruth's cardigan. I got to figure out where to put this new yarn at. And I still haven't put my line brand order up. If that tells you anything about the state of affairs in this room. But oh well, it'll be fine. Everything's fine. It's fine. But I got to do some serious work next week to try to get ready for the surgery, because I don't want Eva coming up in here with this nasty house. So my house is kind of dusty, mainly cluttery and dusty, because dust aggravates my COPD. So I try not to disturb the dust. So there's a thin layer of dust over a bunch of stuff. But that's okay. I got a son that doesn't have allergies and doesn't mind cleaning. So that's what Johnny will be doing next week, is dusting things. God bless him. And hopefully I got enough left out of YouTube money to get him a game. So, but for his PS5, Johnny is, and for all my new subscribers, Johnny is my 24-year-old high-functioning autistic son. And my best buddy, my right-hand man, my partner in crime. He loves to go to the yarn. He doesn't want to learn how to crochet, but he absolutely loves to touch yarn. He absolutely loves to come in here and touch yarn. He loves to go to Hobby Lobby and touch the yarn. When I was looking at colors and stuff, he was over across from me, picking up yarn and running it through his hands, doing like that. Just imagine this very tall young man with a big beard, and he's doing this. Yeah, that's my Johnny. And he cooks most of the meals because I have osteoarthritis and bone spurs in my spine, and lymphedema in both legs. And so standing up for long periods of time and cooking is difficult. So he does a lot of the cooking. And so, yeah, and dishwashing. I can stand up and do certain things. I do the laundry, and I manage all the household bills and stuff like that. But he does a lot of the physical stuff that I can't do. And he's just absolutely a joy. He's my greatest joy. Someone, I said something about him being autistic somewhere, and someone said, "Oh, I'm sorry," and I'm like, "I'm not. I've never ever felt sorry for myself for him being special, for him being special needs, or not, society's version of normal. I've never felt a bit of remorse or sadness over his condition at all. I've never been upset about it, or it is what it is." And I've gone to the mat for him. They tried to call him retarded in kindergarten, and I about had a fist fight with the teacher because she used the word retarded in the same sentence as my son's name. And I promise you, she never did it again, because I jumped down her throat. They don't use that word in the same sentence as my son's name, because he is not retarded. He's not retarded. You ask him about a subject that he's passionate about, and he could tell you everything there is to know about it, and in minute detail. Tell you details you never wanted to know. And be very articulate in the way he explains it to you. So no, that's not retarded. That's autistic. And so yes, I've had to go to the mat for my boys because of stupid people. He's not stupid. Those people were stupid. And that's just the nature of raising kids by yourself, and having to be the only one in their corner. You just have to have a whole lot of backbone and a whole lot of mean. It's worth it, though. It's worth it, because we're a very tight-knit bunch. Me and my boys, we're very tight. I also have a 31-year-old son named Will that still lives here and pays a little bit of rent every week. And he's actually going to be house sitting this weekend. But they're my heart and soul. They really are. Me and my oldest butt heads about a bunch. We butt heads a bunch because our personalities are very similar, and so we butt heads. He likes to be alpha male, and I like to be alpha female. So we butt heads. But I think that's normal too. Anyway, I don't know why I got down this subject, but that's okay. It's a vlog episode and yarn heavy content, I guess. But anyhow, I'm gonna let y'all go, and y'all will get this way earlier than usual. So please know that I love you, and so does Jesus. And please adopt, don't shop. Your best friend could be waiting for you at the shelter or the rescue. And I'll see y'all tomorrow night. Oh, yeah, live tomorrow night. I'll try to schedule it. If you don't see it scheduled, then look for me about, because I don't know if I'm going to use StreamYard, which will allow me to schedule it, and it'll show scheduled and give you an alert. But if you don't see an alert from StreamYard, showing it scheduled, then just start looking for me about 9 o'clock. Then I may do it just a pop-up type situation, because sometimes with StreamYard that leaves you open for trolls. That I've had trouble with trolls coming in and taking over my live and having to close it out. So if you don't see it scheduled with StreamYard, just start looking for me about 9 p.m. Central Time. So tomorrow night. And we will go and cut up and laugh and carry on and have ourselves a wonderful time enjoying each other's company. So love y'all. See you tomorrow. Bye.